So we're back with Audrey Kyle at Gobbins Studio. And, well, I thought it was before COVID since I've been here last time, but it's not. I was actually here mid-COVID for something else, which was, I think it was the
Storytelling, maybe?
Storytelling Festival. But it's lovely to be back. You've changed it up a bit. You look like you've got the whole thing set up for classes, Audrey.
Yes, I've been running a classes steady, which is, I really enjoy the classes, and it's very different from doing a structured painting. So they've ran now since, I think, 2020 or maybe 2019.
Now, you're an accomplished artist because you're a member of the Art Society of Ulster for over a decade. You're a member of Islandmage Northern Ireland, and amongst other things. And you exhibited for the first time for the Academy's 141st exhibition in the Ulster Museum in 2022. So,
well, I always set myself a goal that I'd get into the RUA before I was 75. So I did it before I was 54, but I'm not so sure if that'll ever happen again. And the Art Society of Ulster has now folded. So I'm in the Economy Musée network, which takes up, the coast, the coastline. Various artisans are attached to that. For example, Broider Gold and Steenson's would be two of the more famous ones. And then I'm also a member of County Antrim Open Studios, which is quite a new network. And we take up most of Mid and East Antrim. And we are quite active, and we've got a good website for that.
Now, you describe yourself as a watercolour artist, but there's a lot of different styles on display here. They are watercolours, but you get inspiration from a number of different things. Some of them are factual landscapes, and some of them to me almost seem dreamlike.
Yes, I started and started with watercolour, but as time has gone on, I like to play with a bit of charcoal or a little bit of mixed media as well. I like to do my landscapes where I would take a sketchbook out and actually look at a specific piece, or I would go to Rathlin Island or down to Donegal and take my sketchbook with me, bring it back to the studio and then work on it. But I also, if something pops into my head or I get inspiration from somewhere else, I will just sit down and sketch, and you just don't know what's going to come out. I'm not a planned or organised artist in any way, shape or form. It's all very much subconscious.
What does the Arts Trail mean to you? Because it's been 5-6 years since it's been back. It really lifts the island, doesn't it?
I love Islandmagee. Islandmagee is just such a beautiful little hidden gem. It's not under the spotlight very much, and I just think it's very nice for people to come and see what we have here. We have two eateries, one at the top of the island and one at the bottom. And then, of course, we have the beautiful views out to Scotland. I mean, we're only 14 miles away here from Port Patrick. And if we get a nice day with good weather, the views will be spectacular. And then, of course, we've got our beautiful beaches, Portmuck and Browns Bay.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, Audrey. If you weren't busy that weekend, where would you be heading? Would you be heading around the mall, or is there a specific one on the trail that you would recommend?
Oh, now that's a question. Well, I had a look.
Careful now, you might offend somebody.
I was going to say, I haven't actually looked at Natasha Swan's work for a while, and I looked in her window last week when I was in Whitehead. Natasha has a shop in Whitehead, which actually lives in Islandmagee, and the pottery looked beautiful, and I'm a sucker for a nice piece of ceramic, I have to say. And I normally buy my pieces from a lady in County Down, so I think I would go and have a look at hers.
All right, excellent stuff. Audrey Kyle, the Arts Trail in Islandmagee is on